13 love, 13 wisdom, 13 knowledge, 13 respect. Those who've been sending donations, I highly appreciate it. Although I speak of my situation publicly throughout all my videos. Anytime I speak of Terrence Howard, it isn't going against, nor is it teaming up. I just always mention that you have access to the same information. And this is the type of stuff that I don't even want to really like discuss or speak on. But it's like, you can't see it. you can't see it. Now, back in 22, 21, when I was talking about quantum fusion, when I was talking about universal melody, when I was telling y'all that the answer was in the properties, when I was trying to teach about elemental magic. In fact, it was I who displayed the elemental chart, right? So during around this time, I was speaking of a new energy, a new power source, right? I was speaking of a new energy, a new power source that I have videos previously, because I stated that we can watch these and call them TV shows and call them movies, but shortly after, they come out with the very thing that we speak of. And I've showed that. I've literally showed the timeline of me sharing the information with you to me showing you in a TV show or in a movie of how they're specifically being direct, to showing you how scientists and certain universities have now all of a sudden discovered this new power source. But they didn't display it to the world like that first, right? Because during that time, like I told you, I was screaming quantum fusion, quantum entanglement. But the first thing I had you look up was the tardigrade, which was a parasite that can be immune to anything. But y'all, like I said, y'all pass over me and y'all talk as if I don't know what I speak of. So then what they did was say, aha, we're not going to mention the new energy first. We're going to have to mention the new matter. Because just like your body, how I explain this to people in real time, this is your matter, right? They have to have a sustainable matter or something that can hold, or you know what I'm saying, that can wield this energy. This is where your quantum computing comes in at, or your quantum device. And this is why people like Tesla, always been shunned out, because they always were speaking about the dark ether. They was always speaking about the neutrinos. They was always talking about, the frequency and things like that. They was always speaking about the quantum. But whoever was in charge, or who had the most money at the time, control everything. Down to your media, down to what you see, down to, like I said, everything. So it really is a battle here that's been going on since who knows when. And it's like, we know that this stuff is here. People is detecting it. People is learning. There's other countries that surpass America, y'all. Like when I tell y'all that it's really over with, U.S. is done for. They already talking about the free energy in China that we've been telling y'all about over here. It's just they really programmed and brainwashed y'all to where y'all thinking you can't do anything for self. Y'all thinking that you are not, you don't even know what you really are. It's so crazy to where in life there was nothing taught to help benefit anything. And nobody really stopped to what they was doing to really think and be like, yo, we not really living right. Everybody that's came before us, the mistakes, the decisions, to it all. Nobody's put anything at a halt and say like, hold on. Let's look at this. Why are we still living this way? Why are we still eating like this? Why is our structures not even made to, you know what I'm saying, benefit our bodies? Why is our food not made to benefit our bodies? Why is anything not benefiting us? The planet not even benefiting us no more. We so disconnected. Y'all don't even understand. And see, I try to stay on topic because I can go off into various. I can go off into any aspect, but it's like you have to get the underlying theme first, and this is why I always speak about the foundation. I never wanted to come show what the government was doing. I never wanted to come show government documentation of experiments. Okay, what I was taught was the main thing was to get y'all to transition. Because y'all been lied to, saying you can't leave. There's only one way. But now they're going to come back and tell you about the quantum. And that's why I said if you're evolving in life, it was always about the quantum. It was never one way. It was never one way to do things. In this life that we live, there's so many codes you can unlock. There's so many ways you can take. There's so many elements that's not even heard of yet. Like, when I was coming from this type of place, I was intrigued. I wanted to be a scientist when I was younger. I was already like this. I had telescopes, microscopes. I still got elements to this day. It just blows my mind how we really didn't go nowhere. Out of this whole time I'm growing up, living life, learning and all this, it's like this whole time our ship wasn't going anywhere. And then people like me who want to make a difference, who want to speak out, it just is sabotaged. But peace, God.